So, good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you for joining this 3 days Salesforce Masterclass. Today's session is very important because we are not going to talk about just a Salesforce, and we are not going to show you the demonstration of the org and all the other things that we do in the trainings sort of demos, right? Today's session, we will be discussing about the impact of AI on the Salesforce, and I will show you how the job of Salesforce developer will evolve in the 2026, right? And so in 2026, we all know that the skills that required to get a certain job or certain job position, right, is not the admin development, LWC integration, right? These are the very important skills from the Salesforce ecosystem. But along with that, multiple companies are looking for the AI-enabled Salesforce developer. Now, why this is happening? Because industry has been changed. The expectations from the developers has been changed, right? Hiring pattern is also changed, right? Recruiters are willing to hire low experience developers for developing the solutions on the Salesforce, because they know that, right, developers can manage the work using AI also, right? So the what we can say, the complexity is reduced after the AI age, right? Means we can just create the AI, create the Salesforce solution using the AI alone, right? Along with that, the companies are looking for the different skills now, right? And that different skills are not different from the admin development LWC, but they wanted the AI to be add on every skills, right? Means they want the developer should have the more grasping, right? It is not expected to just do a daily stories, right? They are expecting the developers should have understanding about more business logic, more business functional code, right? Automations, etc., etc. So if you are still thinking ki Salesforce means just creating the fields, creating the objects, right? Then building the flow, right? Or building the Apex trigger, right? Writing the Apex trigger, creating the component LWC, basic LWC component. It is not like that, right? So if you are thinking like that, you are 2 years, what we can say, behind 2026. Means you are living in the 2024 only. Now, uh, in this 3 days, right? First of all, I'll show you where the market is going right now, right? What are the companies actually want, and how you can position yourself ahead of 90% of Salesforce developers, right? Most importantly, this is the day one of 3 days demo session, right? Today we are not going to perform anything. Today will be the discussion only around the Salesforce with AI, right? And tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we will be showing you a capabilities of the AI, right? So this is the 3 days demo class. Okay. Now let's jump to what we are covering into 3 days. And one more thing, right? This is the part of what we can say, paid training, right? Means 3 days demo class is a part of paid training, right? 4 month training, right? So it is not what we can say, it is not the free training, right? It is a paid training after 3 days. So if you are looking for the means webinar or so, right, this 3 days demo is not for you, right? We will be just making you aware about the things, right? In the 3 days. Okay, fine. Now next is the most important. What please, we will be having a Q&A at the end, right? So what we are going to cover in this session, right? First of all, right, there are multiple peoples who are joining the session. Some are the freshers, some are the developers working in the different domains, some are the testing peoples, testing guys, right? Some are the Salesforce professionals also, right? So we will start from the bottom. First of all, we will discuss about the Salesforce, right? What exactly Salesforce in 2026? What is Salesforce platform? Will AI impact the Salesforce developers' career? What Salesforce skills companies right now demand, right? And how to become a AI-enabled Salesforce professional. After that, we will be discussing about Salesforce jobs, right? The learning roadmap, right? Why Salesforce is booming and the syllabus. And at the end of the session, we will be covering about covering the Q&A where you can ask me a doubt. I'll try my best to solve your doubt. Okay, fine. So this is the today's agenda, right? After today, you should be very clear about should I choose the Salesforce as a career, right? Or means if yes, then which path is for me, right? Whether I wanted to learn the traditional Salesforce or whether I wanted to become a AI-enabled Salesforce professional. So this can be outcome of today's class. Okay. Now, let me give you brief about the GradX Academy, guys. Let me give you small background of GradX Academy. GradX Academy started in 2019, right? This session is presented by the GradX Academy only, right? We have offline learning centers in 3 cities, right? We are a Salesforce partner, right? We have trainings around Salesforce in each and every cloud, right? So if you wanted to learn the marketing cloud, we have the training around that. If you wanted to learn data cloud, CPQ, revenue cloud, right? Then Salesforce admin development, agent force training, right? LWC training, every means we have trainings around everything in the GradX Academy, right? The most important thing is, right, we have offline learning center in Pune. So you might have visited multiple training centers, right? Multiple training academies, right? But there are very limited institutes who are providing a offline learning, right? So we have an offline learning center where you can attend the classes at our center and learn, as well as we do have the online trainings, right? More than 3,000 plus active learners are learning on day-to-day basis from the GradX Academy, right? Our main focus is industry relevant training, and uh, we have the experts faculties to train you. That means the trainer who will teach you are not the teachers. They are the industry experts. They have their industry experience. They will be sharing you the entire experience with you along with the training. So you will be not teaching, you will be not getting knowledge from the teachers, right? You will be getting knowledge from directly from the industry experts. Okay. And GradX Academy has one mission, right, to create awareness about the cloud technologies and where industry is moving. Because the biggest mistake students will make is they learn the outdated skills which are not in demand right now, right? Because nowadays what happens, industry is very fast, means it is moving very fast, right? Uh, the colleges or the trainings are not updated, and YouTube also means many people prefer the YouTube or Udemy for learning, right? uh, we cannot say it is outdated, but you need to check the publishing date before learning anything, right? Because industry is evolving way fast. Okay, so everything you need to be able to upgrade yourself. So that kind of training we have at GradX Academy. Okay, now before moving ahead, let me introduce myself. My name is Shubham Shendre. Uh, I am a founder of GradX Academy and Mercury Technologies. Right, I have nearly around 9 years of IT experience with strong focus on the Salesforce. Before Salesforce, I worked as a JavaScript developer. Right, I have nearly 8 years of experience in the Salesforce ecosystem. Right, I worked with the NVIDIA, Mavenir, right, and the big companies. Right, So I understand the product companies, service companies, and the corporate expectations also, right? I have executed multiple projects for the clients also, right? Before getting into the training, right? So you can have my experience. I'll be the mentor for all the Salesforce related trainings at GradX Academy, right? And everything that we are going to discuss in today's session will be based on my industry exposure, my experience, and the hiring outlook that I have from 9 years on the industry, right? So this is all about myself. Let me give you brief about my training experience. So the next batch that you are going to join will be my 45th batch, right, of the private training at GradX Academy. I also delivered various corporate trainings in companies like Zensar, Accenture, Cognizant, Hexaware, Globant, Tech Mahindra, right? And along with that, various trainings into the product-based companies also. Okay, so this is exactly my total experience in the training. Okay, you can find my tutorials on the YouTube and Udemy also, right? Along with this. Okay, now now most important thing is let's figure out, right? Let's discuss what is Salesforce first, right? For the new people, without wasting time. Actually, we are not discussing what is Salesforce. We are discussing what is Salesforce in 2026 because Salesforce is a company. It started in 2005, right? And it actually evolves, right? Means the company has multiple acquisition. They acquired multiple product. Plus, they evolved their technology also. They evolved their business models also, right? So for 2026 context, we have to understand what is exactly Salesforce. Right now, let's understand something very clearly. What is Salesforce, right? So when someone asks you about the Salesforce, right, if you answer it is a CRM tool in 2026, then it is not the correct answer, right? Then you are giving the 2015 answer, right? So actually, uh, in 2026, Salesforce is much bigger than the CRM. Salesforce is CRM and automation engine. Salesforce is a enterprise application platform. Means all the type of enterprises, right? Enterprises level application can be built on the Salesforce platform. It is a CRM. It is the world's number one CRM. All the Fortune 500 companies are using this CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management Tool, right? All the Fortune 500 companies are using the Salesforce CRM, right? But basically, if we think of 2026, it is an more of AI tool, right? Or AI agent development ecosystem. Okay, means majorly companies, means all the big companies have already implemented the software, right? Means there is no company, no big company in the world, right, who is not using software yet, right? All the company already implemented the software. Now all the companies are looking into the automation, but they are not means we know that there are multiple automations, but companies wanted to take decision, right? Means company wanted the system that takes decision on the intelligence, right? And that's where AI comes into the play, right? Now in the Salesforce there is multiple tools, right? Like flows, like triggers, where we can create multiple what we can say dynamic flows or dynamic decision making tools, right? But the agent force, which is the flagship product of Salesforce, right, which is agent building ecosystem, right? It is very important in the AI race. Okay, so we can say that Salesforce is what we can say. Salesforce is not just a story. It is not the software that stores a customer data, right? It is what we can say. It is used for automating the sales team, automating the service team, automating the marketing team, right? Building an internal HR system, building the finance workflows, right? Integrating with the ERP, integrating with any other AI models, building the AI agent, right? It is a full enterprise ecosystem. right? This is why Salesforce is preferred by many companies, and this is why companies are not leaving Salesforce. They are trusting Salesforce capabilities, right? Because one company builds everything inside the Salesforce, right? It becomes nothing but means Salesforce is becoming the backbone of the company. So let me just give you to the let me just get you to the Salesforce website, right? So if you can see, this is the home page of the Salesforce, right? Now, what title says humans and agents drive customer success together means Salesforce is pushing the agents, right? Salesforce is pushing the AI or agent in this particular home page. Now, if you scroll through it, right, you can see, right, various AI capabilities of the Salesforce on the home page itself, right? There are nearly what we can say 30 to 40 keywords, right, related to AI you will find in the Salesforce homepage. So you can see the future, right? Means Salesforce will become the AI tool in the future, right? If you can see the products list of products that Salesforce has multiple products, right? Now, for the someone who don't know anything about the Salesforce, let me give you brief on the Salesforce. What exactly Salesforce is? Okay, so Salesforce is the platform, guys, right? Where we can have a CRM software, right? But it is not just just a platform, right? We can use this Salesforce platform to build a new application. For example, consider there is a bank, right? Bank wanted to implement the Salesforce CRM, right? They can call Salesforce, right? They can get their product, right? They can have any agency which will what we can say, which will listen to their requirement and fulfill that requirement using Salesforce platform, right? So Salesforce platform is a customization platform. So it means companies usually do not use directly the tool, right? Companies will use or will implement the platform, right? And that the companies will implement all the changes through the platform, right? Means they will define a custom workflow, they will define the various automation, etc., etc., right? So all the things will be defined by the developers, right? Developers will perform all the automation, right? And then the final product will come, right? Apart from the CRM, if the same company, like for example bank, wanted a new product implemented with the Salesforce, then how we can implement it? We can implement it using the Salesforce platform only, right? So Salesforce is not what we can say a software; it is a platform. Or with the help of that platform, we can create the new things, right? Or we can create or we can customize all the existing Salesforce product, right? Either we can integrate the product, we can use the product on that particular platform, right? Okay, so this is the Salesforce. Okay, now the next question is, right, you might have learned or you might have heard about Salesforce has an admin, Salesforce has a development, right? But today, right, if you can see, right, Salesforce is not just an admin or development, right? In 2026 Salesforce is not same, right? Means it used to has a admin or development, right? Salesforce can be utilized with the help of multiple AI tools like Agent Force, right? So we can say that Salesforce plus AI tools, this is a new combination, right? You can see Agent Force, GitHub Copilot with the help of GitHub Copilot, Claude, right? Then Cursor, then Gemini, ChatGPT, Workato, right? We can particularly use these multiple tools, right? Means earlier what used to happen, developer used to write 200 lines of code manually, right? Now AI will write 90-80% code, right? 80% 70% logic, right? Earlier means we used to Google the error, right? But now what will happen in 2026, AI explains you error, fixes it, give you suggestions to solve that error, right? Earlier integration documents took a day. Means earlier if we wanted to integrate something, we have to read the documentation manually, but now AI will read the documentation and give us whatever we want, right? It will compile every part of document and give us a give if I ask something, it will give me that solution, right? So we can say that AI can generate a different response structure or request structure or bodies, right, for us for the integration, right? So we can say that ultimately in 2026, if you are not using these tools or if you are not implementing the Salesforce along with the tools, right, you will way back, right? Because the time of development is getting crunched using these tools. So that's why, right? So market will divide it into two categories now, right? After means after 2 years or 1 year, right? First is a traditional Salesforce developer, and second is the AI powered Salesforce professional, right? Obviously, AI powered Salesforce professional will take a less time to development, but as well as accuracy will increase, right, in the AI powered developers, right? So you can see the salary difference in the future also, right? So if you ignore the AI, you will become the average developer, right? If you combine the AI with Salesforce, right, you will become a premium developer in 2026, right? Why? Because ultimately companies are betting for the developers who are more efficient, right? And efficiency comes with the time. Lesser the time you will take to complete the task, right, more you will efficient for the company. Okay, so this is why means you should learn using use of these tools. Okay, now for the new people, right, means there are many new people who don't know Salesforce. There are few people who know the Salesforce, right? Few people have still doubt about the Salesforce, right? They think Salesforce is just a bubble, or it will blast right after, because there are multiple job openings in the Salesforce. People are getting a lot of salaries also, right? Then means people might have the question like, why it is booming right now. Let me tell you, right? Let's understand why Salesforce is booming, right? And it is booming so aggressively, right? So let's understand it properly. Okay, so reason number first is a cloud plus AI enabled technology. Now if you search here, right, everything everywhere AI is written, right? Why? Because all the company are very desperate to implement the AI, right? And that's why Salesforce upgrade its platform in the AI way. Okay, companies want scalable system, right? No physical server, right? No physical server means everyone wanted to implement everything on the AI. Company do not want any type of maintenance headache, right? Salesforce gives everything on the cloud, right? Salesforce is a cloud-based platform, right? And we can say that, right, it also integrated to the AI. If you go ahead, and I'll show you that tomorrow, right? If you give a simple prompt to the Agent Force vibe, it will generate you a good what we can say 60-70% working code, right? And you just have to fix it, right? According to the business requirement. So that's change, right? And ultimately all the companies wants a lesser amount of time for the development. Obviously Salesforce means companies are choosing Salesforce for why? Because it is a cloud based, as well as the lesser time of development, because it has no code tools. But along with that no code tools, right, Salesforce implemented the AI, right? With the help of AI, right, developers are no need to write down entire code, right? AI will assist us while or AI will help us to write the code. Okay, this is the first reason. Reason number two, less time of development. By using the tools like Agent Force, Vibes, Copilot, and let's say Cursor, right? We can simply reduce the time of development, right? And we know that in IT there is a per hour billing, right, for the companies, right? So lesser the time, lesser the amount of time for the development, right, the more money will be saved, right? So this is the second reason, right? Today, using the flows, right, plus AI assistance, you can automate entire process in an hour, right? That used to take a month to create first, right? Means if we wanted to automate any process, right, if we wanted to build any custom logic, that will take that was used to take us a month, right? But that can be fixed in the hours using the AI plus the automation tools of the Salesforce, right? The reason number three is the implementation, right? Now everything we are discussing on the company perspective, not a candidate perspective. Means why companies are choosing Salesforce, because right, it is a cloud based and AI enabled, less time of development, right? Then easy to implement. Why we can say that easy to implement? So if we compare to heavy ERPs like SAP or let's say Oracle, right? Salesforce is very easy to deploy, right? It has the pre-built product, right? If you can see the Salesforce website, you can see all the products, all the industry specific products already there, right? And from day one, right, we can use the Salesforce as soon as we implement it. Okay. Reason number four, saving $1 million for the businesses, for the companies, right? So automations reduce, ultimately companies want automations. Automations means automatic actions, right? Means this company's main focus is to automatically, without any manual interventions, right? All the systems should work properly, right? So we can say that automations is a key backbone pillar of the Salesforce, and automation reduces the manual staff, errors, delays, operational cost, right, for the company. So company are not just adopting the Salesforce, they are expanding the use of the Salesforce. Means, for example, if company wanted to build a simple application to manage its let's say its laptop failure issues, right? Or laptop vendor, right? Or let's say system vendors, right? They will not go ahead with any other different technology and build the application on that. No, they will simply use the Salesforce, right? Simply implement the application, right, in a few weeks, right? So this is why the Salesforce is booming. Why it is booming? Certainly because it is number one choice of the industry, right? And the most important is, right, you should why you should choose it, right? Because it is the number one choice of company, right? Why? Because we can say that globally, Salesforce CRM is number one choice for the all Fortune 500 companies right now. If I wanted to show you the list of companies who are using the Salesforce, I will just go to customers and just click on all customer stories. Here, all the list of companies, right, who are using the Salesforce, right, are shown, right? If you can see, let me just go to customer stories, all customer stories, right? So if you can see the Hero FinCorp, right, Ambuja, right, then Task, right, then Air India, Royal Enfield, right, then Sai Silks, right, then UTI, right, then Genpact. These are the companies who are using Salesforce, right? So I'll show you. This is the website, right? It is a customer stories page for on the Salesforce website. Tata Realty is using the Salesforce, then JK Cement, right? Hero FinCorp, right? Then Ather, right? Dr. Reddy, right? Roser Pay, Dr. Reddy, UTI, Ambuja, Tata Motors, right? Tata, then Ambuja, right? There are 78 results in India, right? These are the top 78 companies. These are not just say this means there are more than lakh companies using Salesforce, right? These are top 78 case studies, right? Then Tata Power Solar Roof, right? Then Tata Power, then Vedant Fashion, right? Then Hero FinCorp, right? Then we have Genpact, Angel One, right? These are the companies who are using Salesforce, right? Why? Because it is number one choice. This is just an Indian website, guys, right? You can switch your what we can say your region, right, and check, right? For example, if I wanted to check, let's say for the America, I will just switch to America, right? US, European, Middle East, EMEA region, right? I can change the region, right? As soon as I change the region, I will Salesforce will show me all the customers stories belonging to that region, right? So Angel One, right? JSW Steel, EXL, right? JSW Steel, right? So these are the customer stories of the Salesforce, right? Means big companies implemented the Salesforce, and after that, right, they are successfully expanding their implementation also, right? Globally, companies are implementing and trusting Salesforce. So that's why it is company's number one choice. Let me show you one stats, right? So I will just search how many Fortune Fortune 500 companies use Salesforce. Use Salesforce. Okay. Now, if you can see, 90% of Fortune 500 companies use Salesforce for customer facing operations, right? Means 90%. Okay, right? Means all the companies nearly use the Salesforce for their customer facing operations, right? Why? Because it is a number one choice of the companies. Okay. Second is huge number of openings are coming to the Salesforce. This is the reason number two why you should join Salesforce. So there was a prediction which Salesforce has made right after the COVID, right? That is coming true, right? Let me show you Salesforce jobs by 2026, right? So this is the article which is posted by Salesforce. This article from the Salesforce website only, right? It is posted on, let's say, September 20, 2021, right? Salesforce prepares people for 9.3 million new jobs by 2026, right? This is posted on 20 September 2021. Now, in 2021, right, 50% of people, right, who are into a market, right, does not know about the Salesforce. That is a fact, right? And in 2026, right, everyone knows about the Salesforce. Why? Because this is predicted by the Salesforce only, right? And this is what happening right now, right? Means Salesforce is having a flood of jobs, right? Lots of jobs are coming to the Salesforce ecosystem, but jobs are only for those who has the skills, right? Means it is not like anyone is getting the job, right? If you have the skills, there are lots of openings in the market about the Salesforce technology. Okay. Now next is huge salaries compared to other technology, right? So Salesforce developer salaries in India, right? So if you can see, right, the Salesforce developer salaries, right? So this is the Google AI search result, guys, right? Salesforce developer salary in India is for 1 to 3 years junior developer, right? It is 5.4 lakhs to 11 lakhs, right? 3.6 years mid-level developer, it is 8.4 lakhs to 15 lakhs, right? Senior developer, 16 to 85 lakhs, right, per annum. Okay. And lead developers is having average around 26 lakhs. So these are the salaries, right? If you compare the Salesforce developer salary to any other domain, you will find a difference. Your if you have someone who is working in the Salesforce ecosystem, ask them their salary. You will be shocked to know their salary, right? They are earning a very good salary for sure, right? And next is it is very easy to learn. Why? Because as a developer, right, it is no code, right? They are pushing no code, means you can build entire application without writing the single line of code, but it is not enterprise grade, right? Means for Salesforce, you obviously for the major customization you'll need to learn the coding, right? But it is easy to learn, right? It is not the means entire thing is not a code base, it is interface based. We are writing the small code to execute the business logic. Okay. So these are the what we can say reasons you should choose, right? Means these are the reason that make you choose Salesforce as a career option. Now next is if someone wanted to just get into the Salesforce ecosystem, what are the job opportunities that they can look for, right? Now, very interesting, right? We have a curriculum, right? Our curriculum, after our curriculum, you can apply for these jobs depending on the year of experience you hold, right? Let me give you brief on each and every job, right? So first of all, Salesforce admin, it is a entry level job, right? Or we can say that it is a no coding job, right? But there are very limited job opportunity about the Salesforce admin in India, right? Because everyone in India wanted to have a no coding job, right? And it has a tough competition, right? So it involves creating object field validation rules, right? Flows, etc., etc., right? Means there used to a lot of job, right, in 2015 about the admin role, but nowadays, right, means all the companies hire for the Salesforce developer, right? This is a technical role basically, right? Now as we have a developer keyword in the name itself, right? It is a developer role, right? So it is a technical role, right? Company expect you to write down the code in the Apex, in the LWC, do the integration, etc., etc., right? Now this is what we can say, means this is ultimately a full development opportunity for your career. Okay, next is agent force developer. Now, this is a new category, right? Agent Force means building an AI agent based on the platform, right? So, this includes a various, what we can say, AI-based workflows creation, right? Prompt engineering, automation with the intelligence, right? Generative AI usage, right? And implementation, right? These roles typically needs to, this role is open for 3 to 4 years. 4 years experience means directly you cannot become an agent force developer, because you need to have more understanding about the Salesforce and the AI. This role didn't exist 2 or 3 years back, right? Now this role is rising, right? Companies are dedicatedly hiring for the agent force developer, right? The supply is very low, right? If you know the agent force, chances of getting into job, right, will be much higher than if you only focusing on the Salesforce development roles. Okay, early movers can make a benefits about the agent force developer role. Okay, next is Salesforce BA, right? Now this role is for the people who understand the business requirement, who wanted to talk with the client, who has a good communication, who can convert the business needs into the what we can say technical solutions. Means you need to listen to the problem and give the solution that can be built on the Salesforce platform. This is the role, right, of the business developer, right? It is a high growth role basically. Why? Because it involves the interaction as well as understanding of the platform. Okay. Now QA, Salesforce QA, Salesforce, while implementing the Salesforce solution, right? Salesforce has a testing roles also, right? It is basically means on the Salesforce maximum we do the manual testing, but right, we used to perform the Apex testing also before deployment, right? And where we need to have understanding of the Apex and the testing. So Salesforce QA is about the writing the queries, writing the test cases, right, and writing the passing the test cases using the Apex testing. Okay, this is good entry point for the testers who has a testing background and wanted to get into the testing domain. Okay. Now next is Salesforce AI developer or tech role, right? A tech lead, right? This is where the future is, right? This person wanted to means this person, if you wanted to focus on the AI developer role, right? You need to have deep understanding about the Salesforce, understanding about the AI tools, building the AI-enabled automation, designing the intelligent architecture, right? This is not a beginners level role, right? This is what we can say a good what we can say lead role. Okay, fine. So these are the roles, right? These all roles you can target after completion of our training. Now let me give you brief on the training, right? What is included in the training, what is our syllabus, right? So let me just show you the syllabus on the website itself, right? So let me just go to the GradX Academy. Just one. So yeah. So this is the GradX Academy, guys. GradX Academy's website. Right now, I will on the website you will find the entire syllabus. Right. This is the syllabus. Right now, syllabus start with the platform fundamentals, where we will explain you about the Salesforce and the CRM. Then the first module is user security management module, where we will discuss about the user profiles, permission set groups, right? Role hierarchy, then how to manage the securities in the Salesforce or with the respect to the Salesforce or. Then we have data model and data management. Here we will plan the data model, build the objects, right? Field types, validation rules, record types, schema builder, right? Then data import wizard, data loader, right? Then bulk data management, etc., is covered in the third module. Fourth module is data security module. Now this is very important, right? As we work on the enterprise level application, right? The security is very important. We will discuss about OWD, role hierarchy, sharing rules, manual sharing, team-based sharing, FSL, field level securities, record level securities, data time securities, right? Data visibility, best practices, right? Now, after that, the module number 5 will be the Salesforce automation. Here we will discuss about the flows. Very important: screen flow, record trigger flow, schedule trigger flow, auto launch flow, flow orchestration, right? Then platform event approval process, right? Flow security, best practices of the flows, right? And automation, right? When to use the flows versus Apex triggers, right? That also we will discuss, right? Then reports and dashboard, right? So here we will discuss about the standard reports present in the Salesforce, as well as how we can build a custom report, tabular report, summary report, matrix report, joint report, right? Then dashboard, dynamic dashboard, row level security in the report, right? Report subscription and scheduling, right? Then we have a Salesforce development. Now here we have entire admin syllabus till module number 6. From module number 7 we will be discussing about the Salesforce development fundamentals. First of all, for the people who don't know the development or who have not written down any type of program in the life, right? Who means everything will be taught from the scratch only, right? So we will discuss about declarative plus programming development, right? Declarative development means non-programming development, and programming development means where we are going to write down the code, right? Then Salesforce MVC architect, right? Then Apex, where to use Apex, and governor limits of the Apex. Okay, now then our programming basic will start. We will start with Apex syntax, data type, list set map, then map of list, right? SOQL, SOSL, these are the what we can say languages to fetch the data from the Apex, right? Then wrapper class, right? Apex exception handling, bulkification and performance optimization, secure coding best practices, right? Then very important, triggers and order of execution, right? Triggers are very important. We will be focusing more on the trigger, right? Before trigger, after trigger, trigger context variable, few scenario on the triggers, right? Then asynchronous Apex, batch Apex, queuable Apex, schedule Apex, future Apex. Then Apex securities, with sharing, without sharing, inheritance sharing, right? Then CRUD, right? Then SOQL and DML, secure SOQL and DML, right? Then common security pitfalls, right? Etc. etc. Then very important, Apex testing, right? We know that in Salesforce what happens, right? The testers will only write the test classes, right? So we will be discussing on the test classes and code coverage, right? Annotations, right? Then the test data factory patterns, best practices, right? Then debug logs, etc., etc. Then after that, we will be discussing about the Lightning Web Component. Now, here, right, from module number 6 to 12, we have Apex, right? From module number 13, we will be starting with the LWC, right? Before LWC, we will be discussing about JavaScript for LWC, then introduction to LWC, right? LWC architect, right? Then one-way data binding, two-way data binding, component to component communication, parent to child to parent, unrelated, wire services, imperative calls, lightning data services, navigation system, navigation mixing, navigation services, toast notification, custom label, static resources, right? Custom permissions, then LWC performance optimization, LWC security best practices. Then module number 14 is integration. Right now, this is very important, guys, right? Because one company will not use entire system of the Salesforce. There will be multiple systems, right? And all the systems needs to get integrated, right? We will be discussing about REST APIs, right? REST API architect, HTTP methods, integration patterns, right? Then HTTP status code, HTTP callouts, JSON parsing, exception handling, right? Apex REST services, REST resources, annotation, name, credential, connected app, authentication method, username, password flows, OAuth 2.0, web hooks, right? API testing using the Postman, and error handling integration, right? Then after that, from module number 15 to 17, right? We have 15 and 16, we have the AI related things that we discussed, right? So AI development tools for the Salesforce. So here we will discuss about Agent Force AI assistant development. So there is one tool called as Agent Force Vibes that we are discussing. Cursor AI for the code generation and refactoring, right? GitHub Copilot for AI coding assistants, Open AI and ChatGPT prompt engineering, right? Gemini prompt engineering, right? For the productivity and the prompt engineering, we will discussing about the prompt design principles, structuring the prompt and prompt writing practices, right? Generating Apex LWC flow using AI, right? Then reviewing the validating AI generated code, responsible AI usage in the enterprise. So we should not just give every information to the AI about the enterprise, right? So we need to have the certain things, right, that we will be sharing to the what we can say that AI tools, right? We are not sharing the entire problem statement. So responsible AI usage guidelines, right, for the enterprise project, right? That also we are covering into the AI section. Now next is Agent Force and Agent Builder. Here we will discussing about Agent Force Architect, right? Understanding AI, Salesforce ecosystem, agent lifecycle, execution flow, right? Creating an agent, configuring agent, right? Managing agent behavior, right? Then agent context variable, right? Then context based automation, right? Then we have uh, custom actions, right? Custom actions using Apex, custom action using Flow, secure action execution, prompt engineering inside the Salesforce, prompt engineering, or we can say prompt templates, prompt builder, testing optimization prompts, right? Some AI guidelines, AI data security in AI, ethical AI consideration, AI implementation, best practices. So this is what we have planned for you, right? After that, right, training will have 2 to 3 end-to-end capstone project, right? AI agent based project, right? Integration based project, right? Development focused project, and admin focused project. Every means particularly admin, in the admin we have 2 to 3 end-to-end capstone projects, right? Development focus 2 to 3 end-to-end capstone projects, right? Integration based 2 to 3 capstone project, right? And now the project you need to perform, right? We will be giving you the project guidelines. Okay, so after that we will be sharing few structured interview preparation material, right? That you need to go ahead and we all the things, right? All the things will be covered in the live, right? We will be sharing you the entire, what we can say, syllabus, right? Syllabus, and the entire material on the live basis, right? Means we will be teaching you everything, right, in the live classes. Okay, fine. After you finish the syllabus, right, you will be get a good amount of confidence in the Salesforce. Now, let me explain how we are executing the syllabus. This syllabus doesn't matter, right? Execution matters, right? So we have formed one framework for you, right? So most institute only teach, right? Our focus is on the execution, right? The first stage, right? You will be learning everything in the live classes. Along with that, you will be getting recordings of every live class on the GradX application, right? The doubt and the concept clarity will be given by the trainer. Means you can ask doubt in the live class, right? All the doubts you need to clear out in the classes only, right? Okay, because without clarity, as you are applying as a experience or the, let's say, fresher, right? Without clarity, the practice is useless, right? So very important is, right, we have the means interactive classes where you can interact with the trainer directly, right? You can unmute your mic at any time and discuss the issue. Okay, now second stage, very important. This is where the transformation of your skills will begin, right? We will give you module wise task. For example, let's consider a trigger, right? Means generally what happens, people don't understand triggers, right? Because it is a tricky thing, right? No one can teach you triggers unless and until you practice. So what we have done, we have created the 60 scenarios for you, triggers, right? That you need to perform, right? So for example, for let's say for 3 weeks we are learning trigger. After week 1 you will getting a 20 beginners triggers that you need to perform on the weekend, and then you can discuss the doubts with the trainer, right? On the day, on the week 2 you will get 20 intermediate triggers, right, that you need to perform on the weekend, right? And then then you can discuss the doubts with the trainer, right? And after week 3, the 20 expert problems triggers, right, you will be given as a homework that you need to perform, right? This will give you hands-on task enforcements, and this is not about just one topic, this is about every module, right? We will be giving you, let's say, 60 tasks on every module, so that you will get a hands-on experience, right? Now why this is important? Because student don't fall or don't fail due to lack of intelligence, because everyone knows everything, right? Because this is a limited syllabus, guys, right? But usually student lack in the consistency, so they forget, or they did not get a hands-on knowledge, right? And this will give you the hands-on experience, right? The stage 3 is evaluate. Now, here we will be taking the written exams, practical test, right? Task and code section assessments, right? Because without evaluation, you never know, means what is your level, what is your real level. Industry standards evaluation will be taken by our trainers, right? So we will evaluate you first, right, before going to the interview, right? So there will be written test, practical test, right? There will be coding test, etc., etc., right? It is like assistance test, right? Assessment test. Okay, now next is stage number 4 is build, right? So we means nearly 7 plus projects that we have, right, planned for you, right? In the syllabus itself it is given, right? We have nearly, let's say, few projects on the admin, development, integration, and AI agent based. Okay, there are nearly 7 plus project, right? This 7 plus project, you will get a guided documentation on that, right? Where you need to read the guidelines and implement it, right? 7 projects is a big, right? Means basically companies do not ask you about the basic questions like, do you know the Apex, right? Or have you built anything? They will directly ask you about, right? Write down the scenario, right? Write down the program, right? So there, right, you will need to have the confidence to just tackle that scenario and get the output, right? So so this is very important to build a project, right? When you are doing the training. Okay, and the fifth stage is the launch, right? Here we take your mock interviews, resume building sessions will be there, right? Naukri and LinkedIn optimizations will be there, right? Means we will give you guidelines on how you can build your Naukri profile to get a good amount of calls, how you can build a LinkedIn profile to showcase your skills, right? Some industry standards tools knowledge we will share, like Git, Jira, CI/CD, right? Then deployment, etc., etc. There will be we have the job alerts, GradX job alert, where our partners send us a requirement. Through the job alerts, you will get that requirements to also, right? So this is nothing but the placement support phase by us. Okay. Now this is the entire training execution module, right? Means the syllabus is, you can compare to any institute in India, right? You will not find better syllabus than this, right? If you have if you have something which is missing in this syllabus, we will definitely add it, right? But you can compare it. It is the best syllabus in the India, right? As well as this execution, right? There is no institute in the India have this type of execution, right? So you can compare that too. Okay. Now next is after the course, right? After completing this journey, right, you will be able to just build a LWC component, confidently integrate industry levels API, automate the Salesforce using triggers, flows, approval process, right? You can able to use AI with the Salesforce for the quick and fast implementation and development, right? You will be able to build AI agents by yourself with the help of Agent Force. You will be able to crack the technical interviews also, and of course, right, this is not just a course completion, this is just a career transformation if you go ahead with that, right? Now very important, right, there are multiple type of peoples, right? We have designed this particular entire syllabus and entire execution into two types of tracks depending on you, right? Means for beginners, right, there is a foundation to Salesforce Pro track, right? And for the people who already are the working professionals, right, there is a AI-enabled fast track, right? Now the syllabus is same for both of the tracks, right? Just right, for the beginners, everything will be alive, right? For the expert or for the working professionals, they know the Salesforce or they know the Apex basics. So this part, the first section is recorded, right? Means if you think you know the Salesforce admin, you know the Apex basics, but you struggle in the advanced Apex scenario, advanced LWC scenarios, right? Advanced integration and advanced agent force, right? And generative AI, right? This part you can go ahead and learn in the as a recorded version, right? And there will be a doubt clearing classes on that, right? And the curriculum will get completed in 3.5 months. If you wanted to learn everything from the scratch as a beginner, right, this particular track will complete you will be completed in the 5 months. So depending on you which track you will you choose, right, the duration varies. Okay, these are the two options that we have for the learning. Okay, right? And that's it for the Salesforce training, right? Now at the end of the session, right, if you complete the successful training, right, I will we will help you with the internships, right? Means at the end of the training, right, 4 months, three and a half months training, everyone every fresher, right, will get a structured internship, right? And 500 plus scenario based question we will be sharing at the end of the sessions, right? Then mentorship access to the GradX community, right? Means you will get access to the mentorship team, right? And access to the GradX communities, right? Then there will be a certification also after completion of the program, entire course, right? You will get one certification from the GradX, right? This is a GradX certification, not a Salesforce certification, which is accepted by the LinkedIn, right? And our belief in the lifetime relationship and the guidance, that means, right, means whatever issue you face, right, you can ask our mentors or the counselors, right? They will try to help you, right, throughout your lifetime. Okay, so this is all about the GradX and the Salesforce with AI program by the GradX Academy. Now, tomorrow we will be discussing around the Salesforce, right? What exactly Salesforce, and for the people who don't know Salesforce, I'll be showing you entire Salesforce, right? And day after tomorrow, I will show you the Salesforce AI capabilities, right? So this is what the 3 days demo we have. Now the floor is open for the questions.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, sir, currently there is like a AI wave everywhere. So, how is the career growth in this Salesforce?
So Salesforce is $1 billion company, right? And they are betting on the AI, right? If you go to the Salesforce website, right, you will find AI everywhere, right? So it is not like AI will take your jobs, right? AI will take a jobs who are the Salesforce users. Means, for example, for why we are automating, why we are developing the agent, right? As a developer, because the sales agent or sales executives, right, are not performing great, right? So agents will perform better than that. That is the solution, that is the problem from the enterprises, and Salesforce has given them a solution of the agent force, right? So for developer, unless and until you are building a right type of tech, you are able to build a right type of tech, right, you will get a job. For example, right, if you are still just have the skills to create the new object, make a new relationship, means drag and drop, point and click tools use in the Salesforce, you know that only, right? You will be worthless, right? So you will get replaced by someone who knows the entire AI agent building things, right? So timely we need to upgrade ourselves, right? And the scope, we cannot decide the scope. Why? Because it is $1 billion company, right? And there are people who are doing their career in the Salesforce, and there will be a lot of people who will be building the career in the Salesforce. We are just a small part of ecosystem. Okay, it is a great technology, right? People build companies over the tech, only on the Salesforce only. Okay, yeah. Yes, Ashwarya, please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you tell me more about the integration, how it works uh, in Salesforce?
So actually, what used to happen, right? Consider we are working for the manufacturing company, right? And manufacturing company use the SAP for let's say for their material management. Okay, and they use the Salesforce CRM for the sales operation. Uh, now the data, that means material management will simply for easy procurement, right, or easy factory management. Okay, and the sales is something different, but both the system are on the different enterprise platform, SAP and Salesforce, but they must talk to each other, right? So where their integration comes into the play. Okay, so means Salesforce allows integration with anything, right? So we can integrate the SAP or any other external third party, right? With the help of REST APIs in the Salesforce, right? So there we can integrate, right? So that is one of the scenario in the integration.
Okay, sir. My another question was you told how to use AI in Salesforce, that it provides us a code on the chat or otherwise how it provides. But can you tell me how does it works exactly?
So there is a tool called as Agentforce Vibes that we need to integrate, right? Day three, we will be showing that, right? Means how to generate the code, right? How code has been generated, right? Etc. etc. So if you are curious, then means join on the day three, right? So simply we have to write down the prompt like the chat GPT on the VS Code, right? And it will generate us a code, entire code. It will merge the particular code. Means if we have existing code of let's say 100 lines and we wanted to add new condition, right? It will go to that 100 line and add new conditions. Am I clear?
Yes, but the code that AI has provided us, it will be as म्हणजे तो डायरेक्ट यूज करण्यासारखा असेल का की आपल्याला त्याला फिक्स
It
करावं
is
लागेल असं?
इट इज 60-70% वर्केबल राईट. त्यानंतर आपल्याला त्याला फिक्स करावं लागेल ऑब्विसली. 100% डेव्हलपमेंट कॅनॉट बी पॉसिबल विथ द AI इज जस्ट टू इम्प्रूव्ह द स्पीड ऑफ डेव्हलपमेंट.
Okay, sir. And another last question was, as you spoke about the advantages of Salesforce with AI, there would be some disadvantages too, na?
Disadvantages are very simple, right? If you don't upgrade yourself with the AI, right, it will become like a admin. Means I know a lot of people who has 6, 7, 8 years experience stuck in any company like TCS or Infosys, right? They know only admin, right? But their salary is very low, right? So if you don't upgrade yourself now, right, after 2 years it will be very late. Because understanding means to understand step by step, right, it is very easy, right, but to understand entire concept, right, in one go, it will become hard for you.
Uh, Actually, I was not speaking about the upgradation. I was speaking about the disadvantages of Salesforce with AI. Means while using the
Advantages means
AI,
what? Means
uh,
after using means entirely we cannot rely on the AI, frankly speaking, right? There will be the developer's perspective also. Okay.
okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, sir. Just have one doubt. Is it necessary to dive deep into the Salesforce administration before moving to the Salesforce development?
So actually, admin you need to have understanding because without admin you will not know the core capabilities of the Salesforce, right? So we have two types of curriculums or tracks, right? One, step by step we jump to the admin from first will be admin, then Apex basics, Apex advanced, LWC integration, agent force, and the Gen AI and other tools implementation, right? Second track is for the working professionals, right? They already know about the Salesforce admin and Apex basics. So we are saving their 1 month, right? 1 or 1.5 month, right? But from here, from advanced Apex, right, means no one know 100%, right? If they are working also, they don't know 100%, right? So this will give them a good amount of revision, right, before going into the market, right? And if your question is there is a requirement to learn admin, right, before development? Yes, 100%, right? Without admin, I will not suggest you to go for the development.
Okay, clear, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other thing, guys?
Sir, what is triggers? Sorry, what is triggers integration and LWC?
So triggers is a Apex program basically, which is a part of automation, and it automatically gets run when record is getting created in the Salesforce. It is like consider we created the lead and we wanted to automatically create something, right? That can be handled using the trigger. LWC is front end technology, guys, right? Front end technology means, right, for developing the UI, right? I need one framework, that is Lightning Web Component framework, right, which is provided by the Salesforce too. Means if I wanted to make a custom UI, right, I can create it using the LWC, right? And integration means if I wanted to connect any other system or give any other system access of Salesforce, right, secured access of Salesforce, then I can do it using the REST API integration. Everything will be covered, right, in the syllabus. If you don't know, am I clear? Which certifications are compulsory? So at least you have one certification. There are, I think, few free certifications, right? But I'm not sure about it, right? That also you
Sir,
need
am I
to.
audible? Can I ask you?
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
यस सर, एक्चुअली मैंने ना जावा
Yes.
सीखा हुआ है। तो सर मतलब मुझे जावा का मतलब डेवलपमेंट आता है, ठीक है, पर सर मुझे ये बात समझ नहीं आती कि जैसे जावा में हमें डीएसए वगैरह करना पड़ता है, ऐसा कुछ सेल्स फोर्स में भी होता है क्या?
नहीं नहीं, एक्चुअली जावा जावा जो है ना, राइट, सेल्सफोर्स में एक बैकएंड लैंग्वेज है कॉल्ड एज एपेक्स, ठीक है, विच इज वेरी सिमिलर टू जावा, राइट। तो अभी यहाँ पे ये जो है पर्टिकुलर सेल्सफोर्स, राइट, इट इज यूज्ड फॉर द एंटरप्राइज एप्लीकेशन। यहाँ पे अल्गोरिदम्स तो बहुत ज्यादा हैवी हैवी नहीं रहेंगे क्योंकि सब डेटा पे चल रहा है, राइट। अल्गोरिदम्स कहाँ पे होता है, जहाँ पे हम लोग प्रोडक्ट
राइट।
बिल्ड करते हैं, राइट। और डेटा स्ट्रक्चर के लिए वी हैव the given data structures supported in the Apex, that is list, set, and map. Let me show you the syllabus right here, right? So we have list, set, and map, right? ये इतना इनफ है आपको अगर आता है तो, ठीक है। Apex में यहाँ पे डीएसए नहीं रहता है।
तो सर जैसे हम जावा में सर लीड कोड के लाइक 100-150 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं, ऐसा कुछ हमको सेल्स फोर्स में भी करना पड़ता है?
हाँ हाँ, यहाँ पे ट्रिगर्स और एलडब्ल्यूसी के आपको 100-150 क्वेश्चंस करना पड़ेगा, मतलब बिफोर गोइंग इनटू द मार्केट टू हैव द हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस।
अच्छा, तो मतलब सर वो क्वेश्चंस भी लीड कोड जैसे होते हैं, ऐसा ना?
नहीं नहीं, लीड कोड जैसे नहीं रहते। ये जो है ना, ये बिजनेस लेवल के क्वेश्चन रहते हैं क्योंकि ये जो एप्लीकेशन है ये बिजनेस प्रोसेस ऑप्टिमाइजेशन के लिए यूज होता है, ठीक है। तो दैट वी हैव प्लान्ड राइट फॉर यू, राइट। तो वो कैसे होते हैं, जैसे अभी फॉर एग्जांपल इफ इफ you lose any customer, right, then automatically the task should get created, right, ऐसा, okay। For example, customer is buying a product, right? Offer 100%, 60% discount if the customer is, let's say प्रीमियम कस्टमर, ऐसे कुछ कोड रहेंगे, ठीक है।
ओके सर, एक्चुअली मेरे साथ में सर जावा में ये दिक्कत आती थी कि मुझे ना सर मतलब डीएस से अच्छे से नहीं समझ पाता था, तो मैंने इसलिए सोचा कि मैं थोड़ा सेल्स फोर्स करके देखूं।
सेल्सफोर्स में कैसा है, लिमिटेड कोडिंग है, ठीक है, हैवी कोडिंग नहीं है, बट फंक्शनल अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपको आनी चाहिए। अगर आपको फंक्शनल अंडरस्टैंडिंग आती है, आपको समझता है लिस्ट, सेट, मैप, राइट, क्या है, किस तरह से डिफरेंस है, राइट, ऑब्वियसली वी विल बी कवरिंग इन द सिलेबस, बट ये इस इन चीजों की अगर आपको थोड़ी सी अंडरस्टैंडिंग आ गई तो इजीली आप ग्रास्प कर सकते हो। अगर थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट जा रहा है तो anyways the discussions and doubts are open in our classes, right, आप कभी भी डिस्कस कर सकते हो, ठीक है। and from scratch we will be teaching, right, we are not assuming कि आपको कुछ भी आए, ठीक है।
सर और आपका जो कोर्स सर कितने आवर्स का है और कितने महीने का है?
so if you are going as a beginner it will be 5 months, right। अगर आप पहले से वर्किंग हो और आपको आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग है तो 3.5 months ड्यूरेशन।
ओके ओके सर ओके। और उसके बाद फिर आप प्लेसमेंट प्रोसीजर स्टार्ट करवा देते हैं
यस
ऐसा?
यस यस।
अच्छा ओके सर ओके समझ गई।
या
सर एक बात बताइए, अगर आप इसमें एआई पढ़ा रहे हो तो सर फिर डेवलपमेंट का क्या ज़रूरत है? जैसे चैट जीपीटी तो हमें ऑलरेडी कोड बना के दे ही देता है, तो फिर एआई
पूरा
फिर
actually
डेवलपमेंट।
AI is not for the development, it is for accelerating the development। अगर आपको एक कोड लिखने के लिए 10 मिनट लग रहे हैं तो AI से वो 2 मिनट में होगा, और 1 मिनट उसे इवेलुएट करोगे आप, ठीक है? क्योंकि डायरेक्टली पूरा का पूरा AI पे रिलाई नहीं कर सकते, पूरा का पूरा कोड नहीं देता है ना, स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ कोड देता है वो, ठीक है, बट 1000 लाइन का कोड नहीं देगा ना, राइट? हमें कुछ स्पेसिफिक कोड में बिजनेस रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल करनी रहती है, तो एज अ डेवलपर जो भी चैट जीपीटी ने सोल्यूशन दिया उसे एनालाइज करके हम लोग इम्प्लीमेंट करने वाले हैं, ठीक है? ओके, एनी मोर डाउट्स? और कुछ डाउट है गाइस?
No, sir.
सर प्रोग्राम फी क्या है फॉर
से
बिगिनर
आप
एंड
एआई
फॉर
होने के बाद भी आप पूरे डेवलपमेंट के बेसिक्स इसमें सिखाएंगे, राइट?
सॉरी?
सर मतलब ऑल दो एआई है सर इस कोर्स में, बट उसके बाद भी आप डेवलपमेंट का पूरा लैंग्वेज और जो भी बेसिक्स वगैरह हैं आप सब बताएंगे इस
यस यस।
कोर्स में, ऐसा ना?
सो या
ओके सर
सो
अंडरस्टूड।
अंडरस्टैंड कि आपको एआई एआई अगर डेवलपमेंट करेंगे तो आप डेवलपर बन के क्या करोगे, ठीक है? ऑब्वियसली, राइट? एआई डेवलपमेंट नहीं करने वाला, एआई हेल्प करने वाला है डेवलपर को टू फास्ट, मतलब उसे अगर एक दिन लग रहा है एक प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट सॉल्व करने के लिए, तो कंपनी को क्या चाहिए? 3 प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट एक दिन में होने चाहिए विद द हेल्प ऑफ एआई। ओके, राइट? सो ये हमारा टास्क है, ठीक है? यस आनंद, यू आर आस्किंग समथिंग।
हाँ सर मैं फीस के बारे में पूछ रहा था फॉर बिगिनर्स एंड वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल
So fees
प्रोग्राम।
is fees is same for everyone, right? Means for beginners and working professional, fees is same. It is 45,000 rupees. And if you are working professional, it is just you need to complete this module on the recorded version, right? To, as you cannot stay with us for the, means for the 5 months, right? Because you wanted to switch as early as possible, so that's why. Okay, right? And the projects are very important, guys, right? There will be nearly 6 to 7 projects, right? 7 to 8 projects mostly, based on every module that our syllabus has। ऑब्वियसली अभी ये Salesforce प्लेटफॉर्म फंडामेंटल्स वगैरह पे नहीं रहेगा, राइट? जो कोर मॉड्यूल्स है जैसे यूजर सिक्योरिटी मैनेजमेंट पे, राइट, देन डेटा सिक्योरिटी, राइट, जो कोर मॉड्यूल पे है, राइट, उस पे कंबाइंड प्रोजेक्ट्स रहेंगे, ठीक है? 6 to 7 प्रोजेक्ट्स, कैपस्टोन प्रोजेक्ट्स। एनी डाउट? So tomorrow, guys, we will be discussing about the Salesforce. So for the beginners,